Pick a card, tarot card reading. What is going on in your third party situation? It's a bit of an energy check. What do you need to know about your third party situation? Where do you stand at the moment? We've got pick a card reading number 1. We've got pick a card reading number 2. We've got tarot card reading number 3. I'm going to do a card selection meditation so that you can open up your energy and be pulled towards the deck that has a message with you today. If you already know what your lucky number is or which deck you already feel connected to, all the timestamps are down below in the description. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie and I'm dedicated to bringing you daily tarot messages and all of the things. If you'd like to book yourself into my diary, you know where the link is for that. All you have to do is book yourself in and let's see what insight the tarot has for you on a personal level. If your energy connects with mine and you trust your intuition and you're good at reading what really resonates, then I have thousands of free readings for you to claim, for them to find you when you're ready to hear them. Sometimes we're ready to hear them, sometimes we're not, but our angel guides like to give us a little bit of a nudge now and again. So we've got pick a card reading number 1, pick a card reading number 2, pick a card reading number 3, your third party situation. Let's take the energy down for a moment, calm, listen to the wind chimes. Push all of the air out of your lungs. Take a nice normal breath back in again. Close your eyes. Imagine you are in a really peaceful tree house. Stay with me. We're in the rainforest, but there's nothing there to be scared of. We're in a nice little retreat, a spa, a resort. We're getting away from the world. We're connecting with Zen energy, with source energy. We can hear the sounds of the rainforest around us. We feel at peace. We feel at ease. We're up in the treetops. We have no worries. We have no concerns. We're just open and we're listening and we're ready. We feel supported by the universe. Our angel guides are guiding us. Now open your eyes. The tarot deck that you were drawn to the most is the one where there's a message waiting for you today. All the timestamps down below, all of the things. So let's get on with today's readings. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Welcome to your pick a card reading. We're looking at your third party situation. What guidance is here for you today? We're doing an energy check. Where do you stand at the moment? Where does the third party energy stand? All of the things. How's your person feeling? What is going on? What do you need to know about? I'm going to start with pulling some charms just to give you that extra little connection from the universe within a circle of protection. Let's have a look. We have a black star with a hollow middle. We have a beautiful ocean pendant. We have a compass for measuring distance on a map. We have a dolphin, a single dolphin out here swimming by themselves for the moment. We have an X that can be a kiss at the end of a message, or it can symbolise somebody's ex. We have a flower. Normally with the charms, they bypass me and they kind of hit you. I see in the comments when they hit, they hit. We have another little star. It's almost the centre of the black star. It's the missing part. And then we have a H. And we have an O. I'm going to pull 3 cards to set the intentions for the reading, and we'll do a third party situation spread. What do you need to know about your third party situation? Where are all the energies at the moment? Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. If you're new here, I hope you stick around, subscribe, come back another day. If you'd like to put something really lovely in the comments for the algorithm, even if it's just a little star, that would be fantastic, or anything at all. I'm going to split the deck into four elements. 4 seasons, most importantly for angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. If you're a regular, you know I like my little rituals. So we have spiritual message, reproach, and we have a message of peace. A real message of tapping into that energy in you that brings you peace. And it feels like it's been a long time since you've been able to tap into that energy. So, what do you need to know about your third party situation? What reproach is here? What spiritual message is here? What message is going to bring you peace? Sometimes when we have a moment of peace, it comes directly after a moment of panic. It's like the calm after the storm, it feels like, more than anything else. When you step back outside and the air smells of rain and it's still warm and the storm's gone and it just feels like the whole mood has been lifted. Going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly for angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. If you haven't watched my third party situation readings for a while, I've moved my camera to the other side of the table, so you're now down this side, but you're still on my left hand side. Down the middle is your person. Oh, they've got the Lover's card at the moment. And then down this side is the third party, the person who's furthest away from you, or the people that are the third party situation that's furthest away from you. That's always the third party. Sometimes people get technical and I'm like, let's just keep it simple. This is you and that's that, and this is your person. You and your person really do love each other so much. There's so much love here. It does feel like there's an ex and an ex's family. An ex's family around. I think that's what the third party is, isn't it? It's the ex's family, and maybe even a little bit of your person's family as well. They're kind of trying to stop things from happening, but things have already happened, haven't they? So in recent past, you've had the 4 of Cups reversed. It's been quite an emotional journey for you. Your person's had the 8 of Cups. And then you've had the 6 of Cups reversed in the middle of you both, which is kind of, you see the best of each other. Even when you're going through a rough time or they're going through a rough time, you see the best in each other. This personal situation with the third party has had the world. They've been telling the whole world about it. And then we have the 5 of Swords reversed in the middle of them both. Your person's been stuck in a place of, they didn't want this argument and they didn't want this fight and they didn't want to have to battle so hard just to have the things out of life that they would like out of life. And it feels like the third party is an ex of theirs or yours, or although it feels like an ex of theirs, to be honest, and the ex's family. Now, the ex has gone and told everyone, haven't they? They've made it everybody else's business, and your person's kind of been trying to run away from it. You've been feeling really emotional recently about the whole situation because your person is a lovely person and they don't deserve to be treated the way that they've been treated, and there's nothing that's going to stop you and your person from being together. It may be a little bit wibbly wobbly, but you're both in it. You both want it. You both see the best in each other, and it feels like you're quite united. Your person has been a bit timid on setting the record straight or whatever. They didn't want an argument, but this ex has gone out and told the world. They may have put it on Facebook, something ridiculous. I'm telling you, if they've put it on Facebook, there's a lot of people that are looking at thinking, oh my goodness, what a nightmare. But at the ex, not at you or your person. Your person at the moment's got the Lover's card, which is lovely. In the middle of you both is the Ten of Cups. And you've got the Ace of Swords. You know, it's the new beginning. You know that you two are meant to be together. There's a true relationship between the both of you. There's a lot of love between the both of you. There's not much that you don't talk about. It feels like you're very clear on the situation. I think you kind of come to the reading for a little bit of clarification that the ex and the ex's family is a complete nightmare. Yes, they are, but the power's being removed. Your person's just so in love with you. Your person is so in love with you. If you've watched a lot of my readings, you'll know that if I don't like someone, I don't like them, but I like your person, not keen on the ex. I don't know why they don't want to move on, and I don't know why the family is supporting them in it. If they could have took a notice out in a newspaper, it's almost like the ex is one of those people that nothing is ever their fault, and they're the biggest gossip, and they play the victim. The thing that I'm seeing in my head, because sometimes when I'm reading I get visual imagery, so I get still images and moving images, and I'm seeing in the UK we have like glossy magazines that are full of celebrity gossip, and you always have like a normal Joe public who's been the victim of a dating scam, or have been a victim of this or a victim of that, and it feels like sometimes those type of people are career victims, and that's what this ex feels like, and their family mollycoddles them, and that's not a word I ever use. I don't know where that's come from, but there we go. If you would like to book into my diary, you know where to find the link. If you would like to help me with the algorithm, put something lovely in the comments, or something mean, but please don't be mean. Let's just be a shining light for the internet. The internet can be quite a dark place sometimes. Oh my goodness, some of the comments that get filtered. I sometimes look in my filtered folder and think, oh my goodness, there is really those kinds of people out there. But anyway, the majority of people that visit my readings are just gorgeous. So if you want to put a shining star or a purple heart or just something lovely, tell me what pet you have. Tell me where you are in the world. Tell me what weather you've got. I like these little details because I sit in my room and I read tarot for you, and I have the images that I have, and I get a little glimpse from the comments of where you are, and you know, all of this. I just like it. It's like coffee talk, isn't it? It's like chit chat. So anyway, if you'd like to book into my diary, you can. If this is your reading, you don't really need to. So the ex at the moment has the Ten of Wands reversed, the Eight of Swords reversed. The ex is taking on the burden. The ex's family is taking on the burden. Again, they're being this career victim. It kind of feels like it's none of their business, is it? Your person's putting this ring of steel around you both at the moment with this Eight of Swords reversed. And it kind of feels like there's a couple of key members of this person's family who are still on board with causing trouble. But the majority of them are like, you need to move on. They need to move on, don't they? And they're just not yet. They don't like losing control. And it's almost like I don't know what they were hoping for by telling the whole world. Like, poor me, poor me, poor me. You know, fixing ourselves come from ourselves, within ourselves. It's a very private thing that we have to do. Even if you've got a team behind you, at some point that team are going to start cheering somebody else on, because the teams only go for the winners. And you're the winner. And you don't need a team around you. You don't need a cheerleading club behind you, cheering you on. The fact that you've got your person and you and your person are very much in love, that's your reward, you know. That's all that you need, isn't it? You are going to be Not going through a choppy time, but it's wibbly wobbly. Connections are wibbly wobbly, aren't they? They're up and down, in and out. Sometimes we have to hold our nerve. Sometimes we run away a little bit. Sometimes we run towards a little bit. Your person's coming up in the near future with the Chariot reversed, which is this restless energy. They may suggest going on a weird adventure, a bit of a road trip. I'm seeing being in a car, but it's not in the UK. If Normally if I see a car and we're travelling in the UK, I see fields and hedgerows moving past. But no, what I'm seeing going past is orange colour, whereas in the UK it's greens and blues. So it's not in the UK. And I don't know how far you're going. It feels like somewhere there and back in a day, but maybe a bit longer, I don't know. It could be a whole day's travel in a car. That's not fun. But hopefully when you get there, whatever you do will be fun. But there we go. We've got the Chariot reversed. Moving forward for your person. A restless energy, the need to burn off some energy. The Two of Swords in the middle of you both. You're both deciding what you want to do next from a place of inner peace. And the Nine of Wands reversed, you're fed up with fighting. You want things to be easy. It feels like you're dropping your guard. It feels like you're letting them take the lead a little bit, and trusting them to take the lead, which is really nice. The third party situation has this Nine of Swords, increased stress, and the Three of Wands reversed. They've lost control of everything, and it feels like wherever the both of you are going, the third party people are going to desperately want to know where you are and what you're doing. But the Three of Wands reversed is there, which is showing me there's a closed. I don't know if they're all over social media trying to get a clue of where you are and what you're doing, but they can't see it because you and your person are too busy. You know when someone's having a great holiday when you don't see anything on social media because they're too busy, and it feels like you two are going to be far too busy. I don't think there's much else to say. I was just thinking, do we need to do a 9-card spread? I don't think we need to. You and your person are solid. Whatever your situation at the moment, that bond is there, and when I push against it, it's solid. It's not going anywhere. The both of you are going to be going somewhere soon, though. Maybe it's in the new year. If you're watching this when I upload it, maybe it's the new year. If you're watching this as a timeless reading, so we're in end of November now, so the new year's January, so about 5 weeks from today, your person's going to be suggesting that you both go somewhere. And it's a right adventure, but a long distance car travel, apparently. So hopefully it'll be fun when you get there. It should be. You're together, so... I know the third party is going to be so jealous because they've not got any control over it. And that's really nice. I'm just sat here smiling. I just think you're both going to be very happy together. So that's what I have for you. I hope this is your reading. Let me know in the comments if you claim it. I do like to know that the right people have got the right reading. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so it ain't to take you anyway. And thank you so much for being here with me today. If you've made it to this point, you're now part of my secret Purple Heart gang. I think you're amazing. It's been a while since I've done a little Purple Heart video at the end. Rosie's moved in the house. She's currently under my tarot table. Where my tarot table is at the moment, we have a hot water pipe running under the floorboards. So she's tucked herself right up in the corner. There's a sheet of art paper under there because she likes sitting on paper and card. So she's on top of that. So every now and again I hear a bit of a rustle where she's shifting herself around. And she's being really good. She's not getting my feet or anything. So I think she's very keen to not get kicked out of the room. She seems to be past the stage of jumping on the table and demanding cuddles. I think she's accepting that the winter is here. If you don't know who Rosie is, little Miss Nosy Rosie, she's a pretty little tuxedo cat. She's 12 years old and she's absolutely gorgeous. She's still quite small and she's being bullied in the garden because we have quite a secure garden. So she's got her own cat flap and she's being bullied by cats in the garden because she's given the garden up for winter. She wants to be in the house. Can't say I blame her. And she's really good company at the moment. she's come out of her moodiness. She was in a mood when summer ended. She was fuming for a couple of weeks, maybe even a month. And I was like, oh my goodness, got to put up with this mardy little cat for the whole of the winter. But no, she seems much happier now. I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. I hope life is treating you good. Life's full of ups and downs, isn't it? But we keep chipping away every single day. And I really do appreciate you being here and being so lovely to me in the comments. I know who you are. I see you in my comments all the time, and I really do appreciate your company in this world, because the internet can be a bit of a wild west. We're the guinea pigs for the internet, aren't we, really? It kind of feels like in 50 years' time they're going to be looking back thinking, why was it such a wild and crazy place? Why did we let it be like that? But there we go. Although, to be honest, like, I think in my early days of this channel, I got a lot of hate. My filter folder was full. And I know where it came from. And that's all past. Which is good. It was a bit of an organised, targeted thing. And it was really disheartening. Like, if you've ever thought about setting up a YouTube channel or a TikTok or anything like that, don't let other people try and deter you, because there's something when other people are trying to push people out and people away, it's because they don't feel secure within themselves, or they're trying to gain something. And I've always been quite happy just to be here. I think I've had this channel since 2019, and I've been reading tarot for people online since about 2017. And I've been reading tarot for people for a long time, and for myself since I was in my early 20s, 19, 20. And I think if you want to claim your space on the internet, every now and again you have to put up with a little bit of a wave of a push, because people don't want you to have that space. You have to elbow. Don't elbow your way in. Just quietly claim it and be here for the right reasons. Whatever niche you're in, you have to do what is right for you. And I have had times where I've had to just not look at my comments. Just don't look at the comments. If they get too much, don't look at them. But then also, you have to appreciate they are gorgeous. 99% of people are lovely. And so 99% of your comments are going to be lovely. And those people, their comments deserve to be read. And I read all of the positive comments. And I really do appreciate it, because it keeps me going. And I'm just happy to be here. I'm so grateful to be here. Unbelievably grateful to be here. Every day, I can't believe how lucky I am that the internet came along and I can read tarot for people no matter where they are in the world, rather than just people with friends of friends or people that have seen me somewhere. And it's lovely. It's really lovely. So I'm going to stop waffling before we start crying. Thank you for being here, and I will see you soon. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town, and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Welcome to your third party situation reading. I'm going to start by pulling some charms. The charms normally completely bypass me, and they mean something directly for you. If they don't mean anything to you straight away, over the next couple of weeks you may see something that reminds you of these charms. So then come back and check this reading again. So always bookmark your readings if you can. I'm going to, within a circle of protection, what charms are here for you today? The S just jumped straight out. The S wants to know that we're here. So the reading that we're doing is third party situation energy check. Where do you stand at the moment? How does your person feel? What is going on with the third party situation, whatever the situation is? We have a gun, they make me nervous. We have a silver spoon. We have a little golden seashell. If we listen to the seashell, we can hear the ocean. We have a little black rocking horse unicorn. We have a little hobbit key. Reminds me of a shed key or a hobbit key. It's got a heart on it, which is cute. We have an E. And we have the S that jumped out. Learn its presence known. I'm going to pull 3 cards to set the intention for the reading. What do we need to know about your third party situation? What messages are here for you today? Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie and I'm dedicated to bringing you daily tarot readings. What do you need to know today? I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly 4 angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. A message of warning. I don't like warning messages, but here we are. Mirror effect. Who's mirroring who? And then we have a loss. But whose loss is it? Is it your loss? Is it your partner's loss? Is it the third party's loss? Notice how I called your person your partner, so that's that. Who's the warning for? Let's see. What does the cards want us to know? What do you need to know about your third party situation? What is the loss? What is the mirror effect? What do you need to know? Let's do a third party situation spread. Going to split the deck into 4 elements, 4 seasons, most importantly 4 angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. Oh, you've got the 7 of Swords at the moment. Down the middle is your partner or your person. Might be them that's losing. And then we've got the third party situation down this side. The third party is always down this side. You're always on my left hand side. I don't get technical about it. This is you. If this doesn't resonate, if this placement doesn't resonate for you, it's not you. Cross watching, like swapping them over for me, just doesn't work because then it gets confusing. Tarot can be quite simple and impactful. So if it's not yours, it's not yours. Then we have the connecting energy. The third party person, whoever that is still very much in love with. Very much in love. But then I'm looking at it thinking, but who are they in love with? Are they in love with them or no? It doesn't feel like that. Feels like the third party is in a relationship. Quite a solid relationship as well. I'm just looking at this thinking, well, what's this all about then? What is this all about then? So we need to talk through the spreads. Because it feels like you're spying a little bit. If that's you, that's you. If that isn't you, this isn't your reading. If you're like, yeah, I am. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And it kind of feels like it may be a situation that you're kind of over it, but you just want to check that these two aren't together and they're not happy. The third party person, whoever that is in another relationship. It kind of feels like this is a person rather than any other kind of thing, and it feels like it reminds me of sometimes when I read I get like memories come in of things that people have said to me over the years that you kind of don't really think about, but something triggers that memory. And I want to say it, but I don't, because I don't want to insult the person that said it. I don't want to out them. But basically, I'll use the reference that they use. Elizabeth Taylor had loads of husbands. And this person once said to me, it wasn't at me, they were talking about somebody else. And they were like, well, they're going to end up having as many marriages as Elizabeth Taylor. And that's in my mind for whatever reason. It feels like for you, this has been over. You've made that choice already. It kind of feels like you were in quite a serious partnership with the person in the middle of all this. And I think part of you wants to know they're okay. And part of you wants to know that these two are not together. They're not together because this person's got a new relationship. But this new relationship is really solid at the moment and fully committed at the moment. But that's not lasting. Because it feels like they go from person to person to person. But then each person is a very serious relationship. But then I just think, well, they don't take relationships that seriously. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a revolving door. Look at the shade. Look at the shade in this reading. Feels like your person. I'm going to keep calling them your person because even though you're not together now, it feels like I don't think you really want anything bad to happen to them. And it feels like they're not really connected to anybody at the moment. It feels like they're not really interested in much in life at the moment. I kind of feel that way into the future, there could be a point where you both have a nice chat about everything that happened in a very calm and unemotional kind of chat of where the years have taken you and stuff. But that's not anytime soon. I'm going to talk through the spread so you can see what I'm seeing. I like to explain what I'm seeing and why I see it. So if you want to book yourself into my diary, you know where the link is. Just book yourself in. For you, in the recent past, you've had the Two of Swords. You've already made choices about this connection. And you made it from that place that made sense. You're like, no, this makes sense, I'm moving on. The Wheel of Fortune reversed in the middle of you both. Made sure that once you made that choice, you knew there was no going back. We've got the Moon for your person. So they've kept you in the dark of where they are, what they're doing, but I think you have a way of checking up anyway. I think there's some kind of, you get an insight, whether it's through tarot, maybe it's through tarot readings by me or other people or even yourself, or whether it's social media or word of mouth. You've been trying to spy on them, but you haven't been able to see as much as you wanted to see. But when you walked away from this connection, it was over. You were like, no going back. And the universe kind of nodded for that. Yep, no going back. The third person over here has had the Queen of Pentacles. And the thing that came straight into my head was chasing the money. Always chasing the money. We have the Star reversed in the middle of them both. There's no going back for them two either. Your person will never forgive them for whatever it was that they've done. Most of the time with the Queen of Pentacles, she's earning her own money, but the words that came straight into my head was always chasing the money. So maybe that's why they're always getting into a very serious relationship, because the other person has something to offer them. If you want to put something good in the algorithm, in the comments for the algorithm, that's be much appreciated. A star to shine the light in this dark world west of the internet. At the moment you have the Seven of Swords, which is your pension pot for the future card for me, and it's that card of your future self is going to thank you for all the hard work that you've done for this. But there's also a little bit of spying going on, bit of sneaky, but it's almost like a double check-in. Yeah, double checking that they're all right, and they are all right. They're all right. Your person at the moment has the Page of Pentacles reversed. You have the Ace of Wands not reversed, but it's in the middle of you both, which is showing me that neither of you want anything bad for each other. I think it's one of those relationships that you come out of, and once you kind of, a bit of time has passed, you kind of think, oh, that's a shame that didn't work out. And it feels like you're both really nice people. And I think you both want the best for each other. The third party at the moment has the Two of Cups. We have the Three of Wands reversed in the middle of them both, which is a closed off energy. There's an open energy between the both of you, even if it's just psychically. This person's wrapped up in their new relationship. Your person's got the Page of Pentacles at the moment. They're not really took much interest in anything, but they're fine. It feels like they're just plodding along in life. They don't really want to grow. They don't really have any goals. They're just taking each day as it comes. This third party, that relationship's going to come to an end, but then they've got another relationship to go to. We have the Two of Pentacles reversed in the middle of them both, which is just showing me this energy here is completely closed down. I don't think your person ever wants to hear from the third party again. I don't know if the third party is one of those people that can't leave a relationship until they've got another one lined up, or while they're in that emotional state, they quickly cling on to somebody else. The third person doesn't want to be on their own, and they make sure that they're not on their own. And again, there's this feeling of chasing the hope, chasing the money, chasing the whatever. But the ending of this current relationship's actually going to hit them harder than normal. They're going to be more upset about it, but then they're going to have someone to comfort them. At the moment, in the near future, your person has a Strength card. They're going to be healing. They're going to be coming out of the other side of this darkness, because they have been walking a dark path. They came in with the moon. But at the moment, they've got the Page of Pentacles reversed, which is an awareness that there is more to life, but they don't really want it just yet. And then the Strength card is them going, okay, what's next? In the middle of you both is the King of Wands reversed. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is just gorgeous. And it's that card of your independence, your card of, oh, I don't need this. And your card of getting stronger and being on your feet again, your confidence coming back in again. I kind of see you going on holiday on your own, or as part of a singles holiday, or as part being invited to go on a group holiday where it's just about you. You don't have to ask a partner, do you want to come or do you not want to come? It's you being really independent and either going with a group of people that you know, or being part of a singles group or something. Whatever it is, it feels lovely. But the King of Wands reversed in the middle of you both is kind of short term. Long term, I see that the both of you are one day going to have a conversation. It's going to be quite a nice conversation, but it's not going to reignite anything. And the King of Wands reversed in the middle of you both short term is almost like there's still a little bit of resentment, or there's still a little bit of disappointment that it didn't work out. And it kind of feels like you're kind of in that space of accepting that you're both not together. So maybe your person, if you talk to them too soon, it will escalate quite quickly into feelings, and they're not ready to talk about it. They're not going to be ready for the next few months. It may be even a couple of years' time that you both have a very honest conversation. And it feels like when I push against that energy, it feels like you're both having that conversation, then you're both like walking away and feeling quite okay. But I wouldn't force it. I wouldn't be the one to approach it, because your person's moving into the Strength card, which is the card of recovery and the card of the thing that's in my head when I read. I get images. you know, I don't know if you used to watch the really old cartoons. I suppose it depends how old you are. Like, I'm in my mid-40s, and so we used to watch like the old Mickey Mouse and old cartoons like that. And there used to be one of them that they'd find an egg. I think it may be the Tom and Jerry. They'd find an egg. You have to let me know in the comments. If you're young, you ain't got a clue what I'm talking about. But they used to find an egg, and the egg would hatch, and then that egg, the chick in that egg, the first animal it would see would be its mum. So then the whole of the cartoon would be hilarious about this little chick following. It may have been Tom and Jerry around, and the reason I've got that is because if you come into contact with this person too soon, while they're going through the strength card, they may become codependent, or it may, they get the wrong idea. They have to be in a place where they know where the line is, because it does feel like you're done with this. You don't want to be with them. But they will be okay eventually. I don't see them getting in a relationship anytime soon. But I think you're the one person that if they were going to attach feelings to when they were vulnerable, it would be you, because you mean so much to them. And I think you both still care about each other. But I think at the moment they're in this place of denial of, I can't think about it. I don't have feelings for anyone. But deep down, you're the only person that they really, really cared about. And there's going to be a point where they feel sad that you got hurt in all of this. And then I'm looking at the third party thing. Well, no one really cares about the third party because they're too busy following the money and the relationships and the devastation and the new relationship. So that's what I have for you. I hope that it helps. If this is your reading, it will help. If it is your reading, let me know in the comments. I like to know the right people have got the right reading. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels take you on your way. Yeah. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Well, what is going on in your third party situation? What do you need to know? This is an energy check for your third party situation. I'm going to start by pulling some charms. With the charms, they normally bypass me completely and they mean something to you. If they don't mean something to you straight away, over the next couple of weeks, something may happen that reminds you of one of the charms. You come back and watch this reading. So bookmark the reading if you can in some way. Within a cycle of protection, what charms are here for you today? We have some grapes for making a wine or being healthy, one or the other. We have a handbag. It's a 3D handbag accessory. We have a key. We have a key with a blue heart on it. Could be a grandchild. I don't know why. A grandchild, a child. We have food. A plate of food. It kind of feels like with the grapes and the food, someone's watching what they're eating, or they should be. Or they're just eating. Got a black star. We have a red unicorn rocking horse. Again, a grandchild, a child. Maybe it's just a pet. We have a pretty little butterfly. And we have a little tiny star as well. So I'm going to pull 3 cards to set the intention for the reading. What you need to know about your third party situation. What energy is here at the moment. What do you need to know? going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, for angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Fears. What are your fears? Message of forgiveness. Repression. Repression. Just gonna turn my thing off. That bleep was me. You don't need to start looking around going, what was that bleep? If you heard it, it was me, not you. Sometimes when you watch a video, their phone goes off and I'm always checking my phone, you know. So let's do a third party situation spread. What is the message of forgiveness? What repression is here? What fears are here? What do you need to know? It feels like watching what you're eating. I don't know if it's comfort eating or kind of trying to get into a new routine with food or trying to get more balance with food in one way or another. Kind of at that season, aren't we? If you're watching this when I upload it, it's kind of in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. If you're watching it, it's timeless. It's a season of indulgence, so you may be overindulging. There's a message there to do with food. You'll know what it is. I'm going to split the deck into four elements. 4 seasons, most importantly, for angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. Down the middle is your person. Okay, and then down this side is the third party. This side is always you. If this doesn't resonate for you, it's not your reading. I don't do that whole cross-watching because that just makes it confusing. I like to keep it quite simple. And then we have the connecting energy. What is going on with you and your person? Your person is going to... what is going on? Your person is going to be sending you a message to apologise at some point. Feels like it's going to be 6 weeks from now. And it's going to put you in a bit of limbo. It's going to make you think, oh, I didn't really want that. Just looking at it all, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, there's a lot been going on, isn't there? My accent, honestly, sometimes my accent's really broad. We're kind of putting this reading off because it's a messy one, isn't it? And it's really hard. It's hard, isn't it? So, in a recent past, you've had the 8 of Cups, which is I'm picking up this lifestyle change, this personal development. It feels like you had no choice but to walk away from this situation because it was becoming too painful. And it's almost like the thing that come into my head was I had to save myself. I had to save myself. I couldn't do this anymore. I couldn't keep being pulled into this toxic mess anymore. And by goodness me, you tried to stick it out, didn't you? You really went round in circles with this person and this situation. And it feels like you had no choice but to try to save yourself, didn't you? And it's a lot, isn't it? It's such a lot. I'm just feeling that, like, yeah. Your person in the middle, in the recent past, has had the King of Coins reversed. And in the middle of you both is the Queen of Swords reversed. This is you cutting them off. And the King of Coins, you kept trying to talk to them. You kept trying to explain how you were feeling. You kept trying to get them to listen. And they were in this place of being really insensitive. They were in this place of trying to make out that they were the good one, everyone else was the bad one, including you. It's almost like they're in the middle of all this going, my hands are clean, and I'm looking at them thinking, their hands are dirtier than anyone else's in all of this, because they've been really quite insensitive to your needs, and you had no choice but to kind of walk away from this because it just got too much. The Queen of Swords, she has this energy of, she's very giving. Sometimes she can be quite mistaken as being this hard, brash person, but when she's someone's ride or die, my goodness, she'll go to the lengths to try and communicate. She'll go to lengths to put her needs last, and she'll try and communicate, and she'll be backed into a corner, and then she flips when she's done everything that she possibly can do, and she can't do it anymore. She just can't keep sacrificing herself and her own happiness for the sake of anyone else. And I kind of feel your exhaustion. I kind of want to cry. It's like this release of, I see you. I see that you couldn't do it anymore. I see you gave it 1,000,000%. And I see that your person in the middle of all this doesn't understand that, or they kind of were very dismissive and cold and almost hiding behind money or work or material things or anything, and you had a true connection with them, but they kind of shut you out. It's almost like they shut you out waiting for you to leave, and then they were shocked that you left. Oh my goodness. So anyway, welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name's Angie, and I'm dedicated to bringing you daily tarot messages. If you'd like to book into my diary, you know where to find my link. If you would like to help me with the algorithm, put a little shining light, a little star, something to brighten this dark old world out there in the comments, because it really does help. If anything, it just helps me feel a little bit better. But the third party, whatever this situation is, has had the Four of Pentacles reversed. They've had the King of Wands reversed in the middle of them both. It feels like whatever the third party situation is, they were terrified of losing. They were holding on so tight. They were so scared of losing, and it kind of feels like your person's energy was over here trying to, I don't know what. It's like self-made problems. It's not that they were trying to fix the problem. It's almost like throwing gasoline on it. Like gaslighting, I guess. Maybe that's why we've got that gasoline can. I don't like the person in the middle of all this. I just don't like them. And whatever the third party situation is, they're the one that's in the middle of it all. They're the one that's been in the middle of it all. And whoever this is over here, or whatever this is over here, they were so scared of losing, and it's almost like they were scared of losing this person to you, but what they didn't realize was you were at the breaking point of going to the point of don't care anymore. And it does feel like, I know it hurts now, but it does feel like there was a point where you were scared of losing this person, but then suddenly you let that fear go, and you're like, oh, a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. By letting go of that fear, it felt better. Now, I don't know who this third party is, and I don't know what they are to you, and I don't know what they are to the situation. I don't know if it's one person, a family, or whatever it is. It kind of feels like a person. It does feel like a person. But then they don't feel solid. Like, I'm kind of looking at them, and sometimes I push against things. I push against the energy, and I'm kind of trying to work out what they are and who they are and why they are. And I'm kind of pushing against, well, were they a couple? And I'm kind of pushing against that, and it gives way quite easily. So no, not really. But then it kind of feels like the person in the middle of you both was dating the both of you. and they had more of a connection with you. And it kind of feels like I don't understand why this third party has got big feelings for this person in the middle, because it almost feels like the person in the middle likes making people insecure. They like playing with people's feelings, I think. Yeah. So at the moment, the third party has the Knave of Wands reversed. They have the Wheel of Fortune in the middle of them both. And then the person in the middle of all this has got the Star reversed. You've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. You don't want them back. You don't want them back. And then we've got the Eight of Coins reversed in the middle of you both, which is this energy of you don't want to work on it. You don't want to hear from them. They don't deserve forgiveness. It almost feels like the way they used to gaslight you and twist things onto you, you've got to the point of, nah, I'm the Queen of Swords the right way up now. And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to play with it. I want to focus on work. I want to focus on where my life is going in a different direction. Now, the third party has got the Knave of Wands reversed at the moment. They're holding on to this for dear life. And I wouldn't be surprised if you told me they'd only known each other a couple of months. It kind of feels like that. It feels like a very superficial connection that they both have, quite short term. It doesn't even feel like the person in the middle of all this really gave them any security within this. So I'm like, oh my goodness, does this third party just go around? They date someone, like they're the one I'm going to marry, they're the one I'm going to be with. It feels like an obsession. It feels like, but then I guess if you've got someone that's really gaslighting you really well and playing with your feelings really well, and you don't have your shield up, it can really hurt. It can be really damaging. The third party is selfishly holding on to this at the moment, but the universe is trying to shut it down. And the person in the middle of all this is being quite mean. It's not very nice. They're quite cold. They don't really have much regard for people's feelings. The only time they care about people's feelings is when they're trying to make someone feel bad and trying to get someone to apologise to them. And I'm looking at that thinking, well, what are they apologising for? No one's got an apology for this person in the middle of all this. You certainly don't owe them an apology for the way that they treated you. It kind of feels like a situation where if this is your reading, you're nodding and you know that you're lucky that you've broken away from it. And in the process of doing it, and it's hard work. It's hard work to be that butterfly and flutter on by and be your best self, because there's a lot of healing that's got to go. So you need to really focus on your routines, and you really need to focus on self-care in the nicest possible way, not this fake kind of let's pretend we're happy and then we're going to be happy. No, you need to do it from within you. Trust your inner Queen of Swords energy. You need to be a bit firm on yourself to get yourself into that new routine, because we live in a world where slipping back is really easy. So you've got to be really tough to keep moving forward. And that's your energy now. That is you now. The third party is going to be kicked out. We've got the Temperance reversed. We've got the Tower reversed in the middle of them both. Your person's got the Eight of Wands. It kind of feels like your person may be one of those people that if they've got a phone in their hand, they're probably cheating. They're probably messaging a million people. They really don't have any regards on people's feelings or emotions or anything like that. The Eight of Wands just feels like the thing that I'm seeing is looking at my phone, swipe, 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 swipe. I think the third party is genuinely looking for a relationship, but it feels like they've been going through a situation of trying to find someone in the wrong place. And it feels like you two didn't meet in this way. It feels like you two didn't meet, or it was more than just a swipe, swipe. It almost feels like this person was swiping and cheating while you two were trying to see if you were going to be together or not. Oh my goodness. So now what we need to do is we need to get the third party to come to me and book a reading, and I will, like, when someone comes for a reading with me, whoever they are or wherever their place is, I read for them, and I want what's good for them. And I think the tarot could offer them a pathway forward in the dating world and connection world that isn't as damaging as what they've been going through. It kind of feels like they've got themselves into this rut of this is how dating is, so this is what I have to put up with, and I have to beg people to love me, and I feel quite bad for them. And so really we need them to book a reading with me so we can help them in some way. I don't know. But then you'll probably start again, yeah, but no, they're horrible. No, the person in the middle of all this has caused all of this. And there's loads of people like them, unfortunately. Not everyone's like it. Most people are nice, but there's certain places on the internet that make it very easy for people to use a fake name, their own photo, go away on business, in a new area, swipe, swipe, swipe. But then they're the same places that other people are there looking for something genuine. And it's really hard because you've got these people that are just there for themselves. Like a shopping app. They may as well be on Amazon shopping. That's all it is for them. It's sad. Because really there should be an app for the people that are like that, and then the serious apps for the people who do want relationships like you, and even this third party, they want a real relationship. They don't want to keep getting drawn through everything with all of the mess and the carnage, because it's emotional. And our phones, we have them in our hand all of the time, and we have our connection with our phone. And so what happens in our phone, some people find it very hard to cut off from it. But you've got this Queen of Swords reversed energy of you kind of gave it all and you had no choice but to move on. The Queen of Coins reversed, moving forward for you, is this energy of I'm not your Queen of Coins, I don't want to play with you. We've got this Hanged Man reversed in the middle of you both, which is this limbo, and they're going to message you. They're going to message you at some point over the next 6 weeks, maybe the next 3 weeks, maybe soon. And they're going to message you, and it's kind of, you're going to read that message and you're going to think, how many other people have you sent that message to? Because it wasn't just for me. Because it's going to be worded in a way that it's very generic. It's not going to have your name in it, or it's not going to be personal to you, about you. And it's going to be, if you look at a message like that and you think that could be copy and pasted and sent to all of their contacts, then it probably has been. Not for everyone. No, not for everyone. I mean, my mum, she's really rubbish at texting, and her texts are very generic, and it could probably be sent to absolutely anyone in her contacts. But we know the difference, don't we? We know what to look for, and we know what comes from the heart, and we know what comes from someone's a bit bored and they want someone to talk to. And it's almost like that Queen of Coins reversed is this energy of yours of, nope, I'm not interested. I've got other things that I'm making choices and decisions on. But you have to stay strong. It's very easy to slip back, and it's very easy to see when someone knows the right thing to say, it's very easy to slip back and forget. So there's something here that you need to remember. When you hear from them, you need to remember why you cut them off. Maybe you need to put a little note in your phone of 3 reasons that you cut them off. So before, when they message you or reach out to you, before you message them back, read them 3 things, plus put one on the bottom of, did they copy and paste this to all of their contacts? and then decide if you want to actually talk to them or not. And it feels like you won't want to. It feels like right now you're like, no, I'm never going to talk to them ever again. But I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. What does the bunny deck want you to know moving forward with this whole new you? Don't just give anyone the key to your heart. What do you need to know? What does the bunny deck want you to know for you, for doing the hard work? I'm going to split the deck into 4. The Sun reversed. Things are going to get better. The Sun is abundance, joy, happiness, creativity, good relationships. When it's reversed, the Sun's going to come up. The Sun will come up. It always comes up. You've got that Queen of Swords reversed energy. Keep that energy. Keep your Queen of Swords reversed. Keep cut off from them. And then you will recognise when someone comes in with good intentions. You do have someone coming in over the next 24 months who has real good intentions, and they're going to do things properly. But you need to keep cut off for a bit. You need your Queen of Swords badass energy for yourself, of getting yourself into that firm routine and just glowing for you and not for anybody else. A slow road to success is the most rewarding one. So I'm going to wrap you in a mass bubble of protection so you ain't to take you anyway. And thank you so much for being here with me today.